Hi everyone and welcome to a new tutorial. Today we're going to crochet this gorgeous bath rack, but you can use this pattern of course for blankets, for tablecloth, for pot holders, for decoration, for pillowcases, whatever your heart desires. For this rack I'm going to use our Woolpedia line. That's an organic cotton ribbon yarn. For the border at the end of our work, you can use a contrasting color such as white, for example. I'm working with a 4mm crochet hook and I'm using the Clover Soft Touch. These are my favorites. And you also need a tapestry needle for sewing the loose ends and scissors. So let's get started. For the Alpine stitch, you're gonna need a multiple of 2 plus 1. If you miscount, that's no problem. I will show you how to wing it. So let's start with the slip knot. For this, create a circle. Put the long string under the circle and pull it through. This creates a loop. Insert your hook through the loop and tighten, but not too tight. For the width of our rack, we are going to chain stitches. For this, yarn over and pull through. Yarn over and pull through. For the pattern count, just count 1 and 2, and then again 1 and 2, and so on. And here is our chain for the first row. So don't forget your plus 1 extra chain. Now let's crochet 1 row of single crochets, and for this at the beginning we're going to stitch through the second stitch from hook. Yarn over and pull up a loop. Yarn over and pull through 2. And now let's crochet a second row of single crochets. For this, chain 1 and turn your work. Stitch through the second stitch from hook and take both loops of the stitch. And here is our second row of single crochets. Now let's start with the Alpine pattern. For this, I'm going to crochet a wrong double crochet. You can chain 2 stitches instead if you like. Now let's crochet a front post double crochet through the first single crochet row. So we're not working the front post double crochets through the actual stitch and through the actual row. We are working them a bit lower through the very first row. Now let's crochet a usual double crochet. Now again, the front post double crochet, but through the first row of our work. And again a double crochet. Repeat this until the end of the row. Now, as you can see at the end of the row, I do not have enough stitches for my pattern, so I maybe have a mistake somewhere, but it's not a problem. We will just do an increase at the very end of the row, and then it will work out for all the upcoming rows. So as you see, I just crocheted the last two front post double crochets very near to each other, so there is no gap in between, and that was the increase. And all the other rows will work out fine. So let's crochet backwards, and for this chain one, turn our work, and let's crochet single crochets to start over again. And here we are, this is our single crochet row. Now turn your work, and I'm going to crochet a wrong double crochet. Now we're going to shift the Alpine stitch, and I'm going to start with a double crochet. Now let's crochet the front post double crochet, and we're going to use the previous double crochet to crochet front post double crochet over this stitch. So you see also here we're lowering our front post stitches, and we're going into the previous row, not the actual row. Now again a double crochet, and a front post double crochet through the double crochet below. Continue this way until the end of the row. And this is our gorgeous Alpine pattern. At the end of the row, I like to work only double crochets to have a nice border. And from now on, we're going to repeat these 4 rows. So 1 row single crochets, 1 row Alpine stitch, 1 row single crochets, and then the shifted Alpine stitch. And that's what we're going to do all the time until our rag is big enough. So yeah, happy crochet! An option is to crochet a crab stitch border around our rag. I like this border very much, and I'm using a contrasting color white for this. I like the matching light blue and white colors very much. Now let's attach the new color to our work. Now let's turn your work that you see the right side of your work. And now let's crochet the crab stitch border. The crab stitches are actually single crochets, but backwards. So we are not crocheting the single crochets into the usual direction, but in the opposite. So let's stitch through our work. At this side, you will have to find stitches because there are no real stitches. Then grab the yarn, pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through 2. I'm done with my border, and now let's join this round by slip stitching, and let's sew in all the loose ends. So here you go, that's your beautiful Alpine stitch rag. Thanks a lot to our channel members for this wish and for the opportunity to make this video. I'm very glad that you're supporting our channel. Yeah, I hope you liked this tutorial. I hope it was helpful. I hope you have a lot of fun when crocheting your rug or your blanket or whatever. And yeah, thanks again. And until next time, bye bye.